Cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What up, everybody? Welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is For Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by my co-host, K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast, and for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And welcome to another Women Wednesday. Today, we have our favorite special guest riding with us today on the 52 Scott with no transfer. And speaking from a woman's perspective and back by popular demand, joining us again is Prairie View A&M graduate, a member of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, Miss Sheer One Delight.
Happy holidays to you all.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, well, you're welcome, and you're always welcome. You're one of us now, so.
Thank you. That's good to know.
Okay, today we're going to be addressing our week 27 episode, and that episode was Women in Relationships Accepting Gifts from Men. So, with that being said, I heard that you had a lot you want to discuss about women accepting gifts from men. So, go ahead and speak to that. Tell me what's on your mind.
Well, from the previous conversation that you all had, can a woman or should a woman in a relationship accept a gift from a man?
Well, we all shared our different opinions.
Absolutely.
And is there anyone in particular you want to address their opinion you want to discuss with? Is there anyone in particular?
Well, I agreed with Gerald, which is Slash. I agreed.
Okay.
That if you're in a serious relationship, if you're in a relationship period, your mate, that's the only person that should really give you gifts.
Exactly.
Other people may want to, and I agreed, I semi-agreed with Keith, with K-Money,
okay,
and Comedian 96.
Okay.
When they said with limitations.
Okay.
Now, at work, I know that he said when you at work and you, just say for instance, you forget your wallet or your purse at home and your male coworker decides that he wants to loan you $20. Is that okay? Well, some of you all agreed that that's okay. Slash
said no.
Slash said no. Well, do you leave your girlfriend or your wife hungry all day? Or are you going to step up and bring us the food? Are you available,
You should make sure she's straight before she leave the house.
Absolutely,
That
I
they
agree.
should already be understood what you're going to do for lunch. That's already figured. That's not even nothing we worrying about.
Yeah, this day and time, we have Uber Eats and Grubhub. There's too many ways you can bring her money or bring her.
So your male coworker giving you some money to buy lunch, I don't, I mean, now, if he buy you lunch, that's a different situation. And I mean that from a positive perspective because some people do that, at work.
Are you okay with that?
To a certain extent. But giving you money to go, no. Because I can't stop him from buying you lunch.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But giving you money for that, now that's a different type of communication because I could have told you what I wanted. And you was making the run that day. You know what I mean? And maybe maybe you didn't have it one day and she paid for it. That's a type of situation that can be discussed and partially understood. You have to compromise in that area because that is work. People do that at work. So, but as far as just you like her, and I know you've been just trying to give her money and stuff like, that's out.
So at some point, I would think that she felt comfortable if it's in regards to money. She felt comfortable asking him for money versus calling her husband or whomever to say, hey, could you cash out me some money? Could you Zelle me some money?
Yeah,
Okay.
she shouldn't do that at all.
Okay, so here's the thing to that. Are you comfortable? Would she be comfortable with you doing the same thing if your female coworker wants to give you money or bring you food? It's equivalent to that. You know, women like to cook and they'll bring food to work, and then you're eating the female's food, and she's constantly now she knows what you like. And she begins to bring you that to work. Is that acceptable?
So you're asking me?
I am.
Okay, so I don't think that that's acceptable because I know my wife.
Absolutely.
Number one. Number two, a part of me, although I don't live like this wholeheartedly, I do have some pride in me. So I'm kind of prideful a little bit when I'm to ask somebody for something. Or to accept something from somebody because I don't have. So I do have a little pride in me that I can't shake because it's part of my personality. I don't feel comfortable asking somebody for money when I don't have. I don't feel comfortable asking somebody for food when I don't have. Although they'll tell you that, hey, we cool, and just ask me if you need it. And some of that also has to do with my male ego.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that, Freddie G.
Yeah.
But if the but if the female brought food and shared it with the whole department, is that the same thing? That's okay.
No, I'm gonna get some of that food.
Oh,
That's a potluck.
Yeah, because it was for the whole office,
Well,
all the staff.
right.
It's different,
That day it was. Now, if you say, well, that pie was good, and she brings some more pie just for you the next day or the next week, then that's when we'll start having a problem.
Because she's bringing it for you.
Because now she's bringing
thinking
it for
about
you.
you when
So,
she's fixing this.
Whatever pie that you think you may want.
Yeah.
So
You need to ask your wife or your girlfriend.
this is funny, y'all. We talking about this because I was watching a show one time. Y'all probably seen it, King of Queens. There was an episode where Doug, his wife kept saying she was cheating on him because there was another lady. One of his best friends had met a girl, but she was a chef. So her dude, he was just allergic to everything. So she used Doug instead, which was Carrie's wife. And after a while, all the food was good, and his wife started getting emotional. You're having a food affair. So, do you think women could get drastic if you keep saying, "Man, this girl can cook"? Oh man, baby, I wish you could cook like this. I think women would get up.
Well,
Even as a man, if you keep coming saying some other man can cook, I would be mad too.
well, you should never compare.
No,
First of all.
food.
You
You do compare
cherish-
food. I compare food.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
if that's your wife, you're not coming home every day saying, "Baby, Tasha sure can cook."
No.
You won't be doing that.
We ain't
because
crazy
you're gonna go
enough to
over there with Tasha.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not gonna do that. You're gonna respect whatever it is. If it's macaroni and cheese that's your favorite, that's what you're gonna get. But you're not gonna get the macaroni and cheese from Jane at work. Okay?
And they think you can get the meat
And then-
from you. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
No, seriously. Whatever it is that you're not gonna do, don't expect. Expect the same thing. I'm not okay with a woman bringing my man or my husband gifts. That's unacceptable.
Yeah.
Find your own man, and you take him the gift that you want him to have. But I just think it's inappropriate for another man or another woman to give, if it's not your mate, to give somebody else a gift.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I know we
100%.
speak of intentions.
Yeah.
So what is your intention?
What is your intention?
Some people do have pure intentions, with people.
And the person that they had the intentions with know this. You know this too.
Absolutely.
So if you're accepting gifts and knowing this, that's a form of cheating.
So let me ask this then. What do we say, or what do y'all say to the people who are listening and says, of course we can't hear them, but they say to themselves, if y'all got a problem with that, maybe that's an insecurity you have within yourself. What do y'all say to that for those people who are listening that may think that?
I disagree. I think it's a respect level.
Yeah.
I think it's about respecting your relationship.
That's exactly what it is. More or less relationship respect. It's not just,
So let me ask you this then. Okay, you say you think it's about relationship respect. Let me ask y'all. Is it something that, and I'm using this word loosely, that you're afraid of that could happen? That's why there's an issue with accepting a gift from someone else, and it's looked at as a form of disrespect when you're accepting that gift. Is it something within that makes you afraid of actually, of your partner, your mate accepting a gift? What is it? Tell me, go deeper when you say it's a form of respect. Because if they're accepting a gift, that means that they're disrespecting. So go deeper.
My deeper in that would be the way you thinking. I can't control how you think, but if you thinking like this, you'll think like that, if that makes sense. So it's not me being afraid, it's just me wanting to know, okay, how are you thinking? And if you're doing it the first time, it's not going to be a second time because I've already explained to myself what I'm not.
Okay, so when you say it's how you're thinking, so here's what we do know. We do know for a fact we can't be in someone's head.
Right.
So that's number one. And I know for me personally, let's set aside this topic for a hot second, accepting a gift. Let's say anything else. Anything else is if someone knows my character and I do something that's outside of my character, then I would want to be given the benefit of the doubt. Meaning, don't look at it from a negative standpoint. I know how it may look, but at least if you know my character, give me the benefit of the doubt. Now, let's go back and put the pen back into that relationship. If I'm accepting a gift from someone, and food, money, or whatever the case may be, I would hope that my mate give me the benefit of the doubt by knowing my character, that my intent is not to be or get with that individual. Now, we can't be in that other individual's head to know what their intent is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So although I was speaking from my aspect, from my point of view, there are many listeners out there that may be thinking that way. Not saying that I solely am coming from that angle. I'm just trying to speak for some of the listeners out there that may be thinking that way. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. It does.
So is there anything else?
I think it still goes back to consider your mate. Is that something that you would want to happen to your mate? Would you want someone giving them gifts? It has nothing to do with being insecure. It's respecting your relationship. Okay, we set boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
So there are certain things that I won't do with my male friends anymore once I'm in a relationship. When I'm married, certain things will stop. And so, again, it still goes back to respecting the relationship. What are the boundaries?
So
It's about, even if I know your character, I know who I'm dealing with. I know you may not have, your intentions may be well, but you giving her gifts, whether it's simple stuff or vice versa, where does that lead? That's like a man saying, "Well, Tasha, let's go to lunch." Okay, let's go to lunch, and let's do it twice a week. Go to lunch twice a week is what I'm speaking. I'm saying let's do it, but where does that lead? We're going to lunch to do what we're going to lunch, and then the next date will be dinner. What is your motive?
Okay.
So,
What do you
where
think
are we
about that,
going?
K-Money?
Well, I earlier in the show, you were saying that you agree with the limitation, having limitations or boundaries, and you were kind of touching on it with the scenario you were using. But I still don't see it being disrespectful by accepting. I do feel that it depends on the type of gift being given, whether or not it's being disrespectful or not. But a simple, like I said, if you know that person and you know that their intentions are innocent, I don't see any harm, no foul. You know, as long as it's nothing consistent being done. You know, occasionally a gift being given, I'm okay with that.
But is this somebody that you know that's a friend to your wife?
It could be a coworker that I don't know.
It can be a coworker. So the very first gift is okay.
It depends on what it is.
Okay.
Because like we were in the show that we talked about back then, I think I mentioned, you know, flowers being given.
Roses.
Roses I was against. You know, but I think I used Mayflower or sunflower, and I was okay with that. You know, and I don't know if it depends on the individual how they look at sunflowers versus roses. And I think Comedian 96 even did a survey trying to show that sunflowers are more romantic than roses.
It's the thought.
But what happened during that survey?
Roses won that survey, if
Roses
I'm not
won that
mistaken.
survey.
But they was some hood chicks. Every last one of them said Rosie, y'all was hood. The ones that had some sense and they knew what a sunflower is worth, they know there's a thought behind a sunflower. You can pick up roses anywhere around here. You can go pick up some
Sunflowers
roses.
say
But
what
here's
I
the
want to
thing.
hit.
Even with the rose, women, we're okay with one single rose. That's special. You don't have to get a bouquet of roses. It was the thought that counted. You thought of me, and you gave me one single rose with beautiful words. And then
Why you giving? Okay.
Well, I'm just saying.
You
I'm
better
just
not
saying.
throw no beautiful rose,
I'm
'cause
just
that'd be a
saying. You don't know
beautiful ass whooping
what.
for
So
him.
are you okay with one single rose with somebody, the coworker, the male friend? Are you okay with just one single rose being given to your wife or your mate?
Okay, I'll say this. I used to, in my old job, I used to do on Mother's Day. I would get a cake for the ladies and one single rose for all the ladies that were, most of them were married and had kids. Mother's Day. They were all married, but I didn't want them, but they got a single rose. In a situation like that, I'm okay. But say if just you singly, he just come to work, oh, I was thinking about you. No, that's an ass whooping. I'm on my way. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So that was my question.
Yeah.
So Keith, when you said limitations, how often can he bring a gift to your wife?
Like I say, that one time, no more than, you know, twice is too much. You know, isolated, birthday, work anniversary, things of that nature, I'm okay with. Again, but it all depends on the type of gift being given, whether or not I feel this should be accepted or not. And I feel my wife should know whether or not this gift is okay to accept.
Absolutely.
So I want to backtrack for a hot second, man, because I know that there was a little issue here with the sunflowers versus the rose. Now, I think that a rose symbolizes romance. I think that symbolizes romance, although Comedian 96 think that the sunflowers are more expensive, so he put a price to the gift to show that, hey, this guy must have put some thought into this. And so he looked at it as, let me get her something more expensive to actually show maybe my appreciation for her, maybe not in a sexual way or attractive way, but hey, I think that this would be a cool gift for her, and let me put some thought in it by getting something more than just roses. So let me ask you, Sure One, in regards to the rose versus the sunflowers, do one symbolizes more than the other if you're receiving a gift? So if a guy came to you, somebody that you worked with,
Great question.
and he came to you, he's never showed any indication that he is interested in you. He hasn't shown any signs of him interested in you. And he said, hey, you know, I was out, I was thinking, and I saw something, and I was just out. I saw something, and I said, you know what? Sure one may like this. And so he buys you some sunflowers. So here you go. I was just out. I didn't have plans to go buy these sunflowers, but I was out and I thought, you know what? Let me get this for sure one. She may appreciate this. Now, or he was out and said, hey, you know what? I saw this for sure one. Let me get her these roses. Which one of those speaks to you, sure one, as I want to get with you?
Here's the thing: if he's never tried to get with me,
Never. Which one of those flowers speaks to you?
the sunflower, naturally the rose, we love roses. Anything coming from another man, whether it's a sunflower, I wouldn't put a price to it. I know Comedian 96 put a price to it. We're not looking at that at all.
It's not the price, it's the thought.
It's the thought. Well, here's the thing: it can be a rose. Like I said, women. You put a thought into it if you bought me a single rose. What if you got me a single rose and one card?
Okay.
You know, but
So again, which flower symbolizes to you romance?
rose.
A rose.
Naturally a rose.
Okay.
But again, if I know his motive is pure with me, then I'm not accepting. I wouldn't look at it from that perspective that he's trying to get with me.
Okay.
Even with the hey, I was out and about. I saw this. I thought that you would like this. You know? And so he got it for me. Now, me taking it home, will my husband think the same thing? That's
No, you accepting it. I can't
Well,
believe
me-
you said taking it home.
Well,
You shouldn't
here's
even
the thing,
accept
a
it.
sunflower. What if okay, so let's do this. What if I have a garden and I plant? What if I want to sow the seeds of the sunflower?
What if that guy that got you that sunflower would love to see that same sunflower that he bought you in your yard, in your husband's yard that you planted?
Well,
Now you gonna explain to your husband, this the sunflower that he bought me
I'm going to explain.
in our yard.
I'm going to explain that this man has no interest in me. And so if my husband
Do
trusts
you think
me,
as a man we gonna believe that? And this man went to the store and
Well-
bought a whole, he didn't order. Not just went to the store. You can't go. You got to order them sunflowers. So he really was thinking about you if he ordered one. Not because a rose, you could pick it up, go to the store. I can go right here to Fiesta or anywhere, or Kroger's or any one of these fast food and get a rose. But you ain't finna pick up no sunflower. That means he thought about you. That means he ordered it. That means he was really thinking about you. And then you accepted it. That can turn into 2 ass whoopings depending on the guy. I don't hit women, but I'm just saying. Come on. That's all I'm gonna say.
well, again, you have to know your mate. I wouldn't be with somebody that I know they're going to blow up if somebody was to give me something. Now, am I willy-nilly walking around accepting gifts from men? Absolutely not. But that's me communicating with my mate. Baby, you know, this guy at work, you know, he bought me some sunflowers. I would love, do you mind if I keep this and just sow the seeds? I put the seeds in the ground. I want to grow these. I've been thinking about
take
this.
that sunflower back. I'll go to the store, get you 2 sunflowers. You can use my sunflowers.
he
Take his whole ass sunflowers back, and we'll be good.
So Comedian 96, I heard you say, depending on the man, that could be 2 ass whoopings. And then I heard you I heard you say, I don't hit women. So let's exclude.
Who is it coming from?
Let's
Yeah, right.
exclude.
I said depending on the man, not me.
No,
but
no.
some men hit women. I don't.
I addressed
don't.
that. I said, I heard you say, depending on the man, there could be 2 ass whoopings. And then I heard you say, But me, I don't hit women. So what I want to do is I want to exclude domestic abuse.
Absolutely.
I want to exclude that.
Please.
So my question is, if a guy gives your wife a gift, you're gonna go fight that guy?
No, we need to talk though. I need to ask you why. Hey,
What
bro,
ass whooping? I'm trying to figure out the ass whooping.
the ass whooping? We need to talk. What the
Who
fuck
ass you gonna whoop though
why you
first
buying
is
my
what he's
wife?
saying.
You know she married. She got the ring on her
Okay,
finger.
so
Why
so
you buying
so
my wife?
what if he say, hey man, I bought your wife the flowers because I think she's attractive. Then what?
Then it's a fight.
Why are you fighting her?
You don't look at my wife. You see she got a whole ring on her finger. If you trying to holler, it's a fight.
Okay.
I don't give a damn. It's a bunch of other attractive girls, but you pick my wife, we gonna fight.
Okay, sure one. I want you to speak to that.
Oh my God.
Oh no, you can't buy my wife.
Okay, here's the thing.
I'm sorry,
It goes-
emotional.
Okay, Comedian 96, it actually goes back to what you just told me. Why is your wife accepting the gifts from this man? There should be no issue. Here's the thing, he's gonna look, men will look just like women will look. You have to trust your mate. I shouldn't have to wonder whether or not he's going to accept gifts when he gets to work or anywhere else. Again, I'm communicating. If I know that this man means me well and that it was an innocent, him giving me sunflowers, and I know that it's something that, I can plant this. This is something that I can reap from. Why do I have to throw it away? But that's a conversation between my husband and I.
Okay, wait, just 1 second, Comedian 96.
Okay.
So, sure one. Let me stay and go a little bit deeper in regards to the question I proposed. So here's the deal, sure one. But I want Comedian 96 to speak to it too. So here's the deal. Again, now this dude gave you flowers and he told you, I think you're sexy. I got these flowers for you because I am attracted to you. And then you tell him, look, I can't accept these. I'm a married woman. But then you go home and you tell your husband, you say, hey, this dude at work tried to buy me flowers and he thinks I'm sexy. And I did not take the flowers. Comedian 96, I want to know, what do you do?
I'm taking my gal or my wife to Jared because she was open and honest with me. What kind of jewelry you want, baby? What else you want? You want another car? That's the type of wife I want. The ones that gonna do not accept shit from another man.
Now, okay. I feel that.
Yeah.
Now, let's say that same guy gave Sheer One flowers, but he didn't tell her that he's attracted to her. She never had no thoughts. He never came at her in that way. He just gave her the flowers, and it came as if it was on a friendly a gesture. And then she brings the flowers home. And then what I want you now to do, Comedian 96, is I want you to speak to one of the two ass whoopings that could have been handed out if you were a woman beater. But we know that you're not a woman beater.
Right.
So we want to speak to the one ass whooping.
Now, what you just said was, he didn't say anything. He just gave her the flower, right? Nothing behind it.
And now you go and you talk to him. You say, I gave it to him.
And she told me. He gave it to me. He ain't nothing behind it. He ain't try to come out of that way. No need to approach him. What I would do is say, hey, baby, if it happens a second time, let me know. Okay. Then I got my antennas up.
Okay,
I ain't going to trip on that first time.
It happened the second time.
Oh, then we got a problem. I'm going to say, hey, bro, this your second Mickey Freaky time. That's what they say on TV and stuff.
Okay. And then,
hey, bro, I ain't gonna tell you no more time. I don't know what it is, but if you got a crush on my wife, that's the wrong one, player. And then I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Warn them. Now that third time ain't gonna be no more warning. If it happens a third time.
Okay.
She can't say nothing. All she could just do is maybe not tell me that I got him, because I'm gonna be up there. Because my wife gonna know I'm crazy. I'm gonna be up there that third time. Right? So she gonna be like, "Oh, this nigga crazy."
So if it happened a third time, that means that she accepted them all 3 times.
Oh, you got me again with that bull. There you go with that, Fred. I see what you're doing. But again, I don't hit women.
No.
And she keeps.
I get that.
Okay, the first
we
time.
understood that.
Okay.
We understood that.
How they say the first
She
time.
accepted them all 3 times. Now what do you do?
Listen, first time, shame on him. Shame on her the second time. The third time, now it's shame on
Okay.
me.
What do you do after she accepted them the
I'm
third
finna tell
time?
you,
What do you
after
do?
this third time, it's like, all right, boo. Shit. That's 3 motherfucking times. Don't accept nothing else from here, period. Now, if he attempts to bring it to you,
Okay,
let me know.
he gives it a 4th time and she accepts
she
it. What do you
accepted?
do? What do you do?
Then we got to talk about divorce. Because obviously you guys showing some interest in this man. I just told your ass not to take it the 4th time, and you took it. We got to talk about divorce.
Speak to that, Sherwan. What do you think?
We got to talk about divorce.
Is divorce far-fetched, or
Well,
is it Sherwan? Speak to it. Is divorce far-fetched?
Well, this is the thing for that.
4 times.
Well, it shouldn't have gotten to the second time.
Exactly.
That's the thing. It shouldn't have gotten to the second time. Your wife should know. Again, that's where boundaries are set. Another man should not give your wife gifts. She knows not to accept the gifts. There's a way. It should never even get home to you.
Correct.
Sometimes we don't even have to mention a thing because I've already taken care of it. Okay? You put your foot down with somebody, they'll know. Men respect who they want to respect. Okay? If I know that a man is out of line with me, I'm going to correct him myself. I may never have to even share it with you because I've already taken care of it. Hey, stay out of my face, stay out of my boundaries, stay out of my area. I don't care for you like that. I don't look at you in that way. I'm married or I'm involved in a relationship. I'm not interested in you.
Okay. So, K Money, I want you to speak to, how do you feel if a guy approaches your wife, gives flowers, first time, she accept, give flowers, second time, she accept, but do not tell you neither one of those times. But you find out some kind of way. But she doesn't tell you. She handled it. She said that, hey, I'm married. I don't appreciate it, But some kind of way you found out that she got flowers.
Well, if she handled it, then how did she receive the second set of flowers? Because I feel like if she did handle it, she wouldn't have accepted those flowers that second time.
Okay, good. So first time, she accepted them, but didn't tell you. Second time, she handled it. Say, hey, I can't accept these no more. But you find out about the first time. How do you feel about that? And she didn't tell you.
I'm gonna feel some type of way, but I'm not gonna make an issue out of it. I'm gonna respect the fact that it's handled now. Now, if it's a third time, then it would be an issue.
Okay, Slash, how do you feel about her accepting the flowers the first time, did not tell you about it, and then she came a second time and she handled it, letting him know that, hey, I can't accept these flowers anymore. This is I'm married. But she didn't tell you about the first time, but you found out. How do you handle that?
I think it's a problem in that. Because if you didn't tell me the first time you did this, it'll be another time you do it and you don't tell me. Rather than wait until the second time and now you're saying, well, hey, I want to tell you this. No, you should have told me this before. I got a problem now. The trust has been fractured a little bit. Because now I don't trust what you tell me when you say, hey, I'm going here or going that little small stuff now because you lied. Not necessarily lied, but you didn't tell me about it, which in turns mean that you pretty much lied.
Not necessarily, because maybe they didn't feel that it was going to be another time to even mention it that first time. Is how I'm looking at it anyway.
I'm upset with that.
I would still be upset.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel some type of way, like I said, but if she received them the first time and didn't say nothing to me, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's thinking it's not going to happen again, and the second time caught off guard. And this is why she brought it up the second time.
Yeah, I can get that.
Okay, Comedian 96. First time, she received flowers. And she did not tell you. Second time, she actually handled it and told him, look, don't give me no flowers no more. I'm married. My husband wouldn't appreciate that.
We on our way to Jared. There ain't no more. You don't even say nothing else. She handled it. She's an adult.
So you're okay with the first time?
The first time, because
And she didn't
caught
tell
off
you.
guard, like you just said, we just caught off guard. Okay, hey, it's just a little thing. He probably was just all right. He just had an extra flower. Fuck it, all right, get here. Second time, oh no, bro, I got a whole husband at home. If she do that, Jared, here we come.
Okay. Okay.
K Jewelers.
Sure one. So it sounds as if you're okay and you handle it after it happened. Okay, it happened the first time, but the second time it came around, you nipped it in the bud and said, "Hey, we can't do this. You can't be giving me flowers." The first time you gave them to me, I thought that was just a kind gesture and there was no ulterior motive behind it. But it seems as if there's an ulterior motive. And so I can't accept this. I got a husband at home that wouldn't appreciate that. Would that be accurate, that you would handle it that way or not?
No.
Okay, tell me about it.
No.
Tell me about it.
Here's the thing. If it's innocent, my husband will know the first time because I'm bringing them home. Do I just leave them at work or do I take it home and say, I think it's okay. Again, you have to know your mate. If you're not going to have anybody that's angry or you know that they have a jealousy issue or insecurity, if they're not insecure, then you're not going to deal with that. You're going to be able to go home freely and say, hey, guy at work, I got these flowers or these roses. It's nothing. I don't think he's never come at me like that, blah, 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 blah. But the problem does come in when there's a second time and you fail to tell the first time there's a problem. So it's okay the very first time. Hey, now I really can't accept these. I'm married. Thank you so much for offering it to me. Turn it down the first time. Regardless of what the motive is. You have a husband. Would you like your husband bringing something home from another woman the first time?
Okay, I feel that. So the bottom line in closing, y'all heard it, listeners. Sure one said it. Know your mate. Don't bring them damn flowers.
Don't bring nothing here.
This includes another dope episode. Tune in tomorrow for Think Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.